I don't want to make this sound religious, but there's something I should tell us, tell you, my friends and family. Whenever you come on the chat, the first thing you need to do is ask the Holy Spirit to give you an insight. It's very important. Almost all the times I come to the chat, I pray for insight because insight is part of the psychology that affects how your mind process information about the chart. We're going to talk about this another day, but let me define psychology in a layman's way. Psychology is the study of the mind and mental processes. So in trading, what your mind sees is different from what your eyes sees because you see it with your eyes, but your mind creates a vision of what comes out of it. So if there's a confusion in your vision, most times you get your analysis wrong. So always pray for insight. Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, I want to say a very big welcome to you. My name is MEKZI, and on this channel I document my trades. Please, for the first timers, kindly do me a favor. Please subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell notification, okay, so that whenever I upload contents, you will be the first to get notified. And also, I'd like you to give this video a thumbs up. Please do me a favor now. Give this video a thumbs up now. Let's help the YouTube algorithm. Okay, that's by the way. In my last video, I said that I'll be coming to show whatever I do on my charts. I took a trade yesterday, US30. Man, I love that pair. I'm going to take you straight to my chart very shortly. I'll show you what I did on the chart, how I took a trade, where I took my profit, and how the trade run after everything. I'll see you on my chart. All right, we're on the chart now. I'm going to make this explanation very fast. I don't want this video to be so long. So this is my typical chart. I took this trade on the 2nd of February 2026. So now this was the trade that played out. If I tap on this, you'll see that this trade was did 10 is 1 is to 10 reward risk ratio, and I had marked out my areas where I was expecting the markets to react from. Let me expand this a little for the sell. Though I missed the sell, I set a limit order. I didn't know I closed every limit orders on my phone. You can see that it gave a very sniper entry, excuse me, and price left from there. And I also knew that on the 4 hours there was this demand again, and it's still moving away from this demand. If you understand a few things on the chart, it start looking as if what you are doing it's magical, because you literally know where price will bounce off from. So that was what happened on the chart. So I'm going to change this US30 because I do not want to interrupt this one. I still have analysis here. If you check, I have analysis down here because I still expect price to get down to this area. Let me bring it down to 4 hours time frame so that we can see it properly. So I am still expecting price to come to this area. This area here, still expecting price to come to this area. Yeah, expect price to get here. So what I did on this chart was, first When I came on the charts, I have already checked the trend of the markets. I went to the daily time frame. I was able to confirm that this market was still in an uptrend, though US30 has been in an uptrend for a very long time now, and you know how dangerous it is to be trading against the trend. We do not encourage that here. So I knew the price was going to bounce off from here. This place, you can see we had a previous resistance here that was broken and retested, and this resistance invariably has become a support, and this also worked here. When I'm not trading support and resistance, I usually incorporate them, so they are the first or the basic thing you should learn as a trader or as a beginner trader. So the markets is still bullish. I used my trend line to also confirm the bullishness, after which on the 1 hour time frame, I decided to trade from an institutional footprint. You know, when institutions are trading, when banks, hedge funds, and black rocks and others want to trade, or when they are trading, they usually have footprints. And as retail traders, our duty is to discover where they have left footprints and we trade along with them. So that was what I did here. If you check, you'll see there's still, I've marked all these places as support. I marked it as support because I was hoping that price was going to come break this support and touch an area. There's a fair value gap here. Let me show us this fair value gap. There's a fair value gap here. Where's this guy coming to? Here. There's a fair value gap here. And it looks very minute. A lot of traders may not be able to take note of this. So I was hoping that price was going to come to this fair value gap. Then if it gets to this fair value gap and does not react from here to go back up, probably it might become an inverse fair value gap. If it breaks below it, then I could look for a retracement to the fair value gap, then a rejection to continue to sell. Sorry, I'm doing this with my phone, and I just want to do a fast explanation. And there was also here, there was a valid demand zone for me here. It was valid because, in my opinion, there was a break of structure here. There was a break of structure here. This guy would not want to allow me to do this. Alright, we had a break of structure here. And this break of structure brought about an incomplete retracement, which we can see here. So to me, it's valid. These are the things I look out for in the market whenever I want to trade. And apart from that, price still came down to this point and still did not sorry, this guy is misbehaving. You see, price came down and established other liquidities, but still did not go up from here, created internal liquidities around here. Sorry, let me remove this. Created internal liquidities, which it was going to come take out. All these you're seeing are liquidities that were created. All what you're seeing here, price created all this liquidity. This would have entrapped a lot of sellers, but Since God has helped us, we have an understanding of what was going on in the market. We had to endure and allow price come to our zone. So when price got here on the lower time frame, I think on the 15 minutes time frame, I saw a series of rejections. Yeah, this was where I took the trade. You can see series of rejections around here and rejections here. So series of rejections. Immediately I saw that price has printed something like a doji. This doji around here. After the first rejection, it was a hammer. Then the second one was a doji. Then the third one also looked like a shooting star. Let me say it's a shooting star. So when it went bullish, I took the trade. That was when I entered the trade. That's why you're seeing it like a sniper entry. When I entered this trade, it came back. I did not use the market's execution. I used a limit order. So it came back, filled up the limit order, and still closed below the order. I know some of us may have caught it or may have decided to end the trade because of fear. But since it was bouncing off a demand zone, a valid demand zone for me, that's why I had to hold the trade. And from there, the market flew. So I did not wait for the complete profit. I have a daily profit target. And whenever I come to chart, I have my profit target. So immediately I hit my profit target, I decided to trail. I trailed my stop loss. The mistake I made was that I did not trail to $20 because I didn't want to do the $20 thing. If not, I would have had it as 80 something dollar. Yeah, it would have been 80 something dollar profit for me because I was using a low lot size. The US30 is very volatile. So these were the things I looked out for before taking this trade. First of all, I saw that the market was in a bullish trend. Then I marked out my points of interest. Then within my point of interest, I discovered that we had a break of structure. Outside the break of structure, we had incomplete retracement, which is an inducement to me or liquidity, and I knew the market was going to come for these things, and that's why I took this trade. And also because I'd marked this resistance area before, let me change to 1 hour time frame so that we'll see it clearly. I'd already marked this point, and the price is still going to come here. Though it has gotten to this point, it's still going to come here to clear external range liquidity. So that's where it's coming to now. It might get there completely, it might still retrace down because there are still institutional footprints around this price showing that sellers are still present. So what we are going to be having here now is a contest between buyers and sellers to know if the market is going to retrace or is going to continue going high. So the market came back to this point. The strategy I actually used here, why I marked here was I used liquidity sweep trading strategy. I will explain that in another video. It's part of the strategies I trade with liquidity sweep, and it's always working for me provided all the criteria are met. So this was what gave me this trade. If you check this one, though I did not take the trade because, like I said, I had already closed every limit order on my chart. This is 1:5. This one is 1:10. That's 15 RR in less than 3 days on a particular trade. This is just how to trade. If you understand what you're doing on the chart, it becomes very easy for you to spot areas you trade from. You don't just trade because the market is, is trending. No, you don't just trade. Even if the market is moving very fast, you look for an entry. You don't just join the markets before you become the liquidity. All right, guys, if you have watched this video till this point, I want to say a very big thank you. And if this video has been impactful to you, please do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, like, share, turn on the bell notifications so that whenever I upload other content, you would be the first to get notified about it. If you're a new person on this channel, please do not fail to subscribe, okay? I'll see you in my next video. Do have a wonderful day.